We'll check in with our producer Mike Echols, who speaks with Connie Moorbach. We'll see how her two companies, Environmental Compliance Solutions and Sanit-Air, can help relieve poor indoor quality for both homes and businesses.
Does your company suffer from atmosphere? Many of today's office buildings and residential homes contain a number of indoor air pollutants like odors, smoke, mildew, mold, and bacteria. Today's energy-efficient buildings and homes can create indoor pollutants from 10 to 100 times greater than what is found outdoors. These indoor pollutants can lead to a high rate of employee absenteeism and decreased productivity and equipment life. According to the Environmental Protection Agency, the United States loses over $41 billion a year in productivity due to poor indoor air quality. What can be done to remedy this situation? Connie Moorbach and her two companies, Sanit-Air and Environmental Compliance Solutions, may provide the answer. Sanit-Air is a commercial and residential duct cleaning and indoor sanitizing company run by Connie and her husband, Tom.
Well, our relationship with the customer will often begin with an air sampling before we decide to do the duct cleaning. Frequently, we'll either visit the home or we can mail a culture kit and have it mailed back to us to determine if there's any microbial growth in the ductwork. We'll then do a physical inspection of the ductwork to determine how contaminated it is. Once we've decided to do the duct cleaning, the process we use, which is a process set forth by the National Air-Duct Cleaners Association, is called source removal duct cleaning. What it involves is two things at once. We do a vacuuming while we're also doing a blowing of the debris into, removing the debris and blowing it into a main trunk.
The analogy I use is think of it as an oak tree. I'm coming from the tips of the leaves, through the branches, to the trunk, and down to the roots. And the roots are where the collection device is, which is my vacuum. First
thing we do in a home is cut an access port in the main trunk of the ductwork on both the supplied runs and the return runs of the ductwork close to the furnace, and hook up an 8-inch diameter vacuum hose that is attached to a truck.
Now, the purpose of the bags, just like a vacuum sweeper, we're sucking in, and the bags slow down the escape of the air that allows the dirt that comes in to settle. Same theory with a vacuum sweeper in your house. The rotaries bring in the dirt. The bag is just there to slow it down enough so the dirt settles and the air filters out of the bag.
So we have this high suction in the ductwork the entire time we're doing the work. With that vacuum hooked up, we then start at the farthest end in the house, usually in the upper levels. We go through vents and registers using a compressed air hose. So we're snaking out, dislodging debris and moving it towards the main trunk. So we're moving it from the branches into the main trunk. We're basically air washing the entire ductwork. Once we have everything in the main trunk, we then insert an air hose about every 10 feet so that we can continue the air washing. Ultimately, the air hose and the vacuum hose meet. At that point, then we've air scrubbed the entire ductwork.
What sets Sanit-Air apart from other companies doing similar work is their licensed and certified team of environmental scientists.
I will go out there and do indoor air quality testing, collect specimens, and then bring them back here. Look for growth of the organism on the plates, identify the organisms, and hopefully that'll help the homeowner to tie that in with the problems that they would be having physically.
Additionally, Sanit-Air incorporates the use of ozone for sanitizing and odor removal.
We utilize ozone and various kinds of advanced oxidation to destroy not just mass contaminants in the air, but actually destroy and oxidize them. The technology we technologies we use have been used in the water industry and have been used in Europe quite extensively for about 50 years. It's now becoming more prominent in the United States.
Along with Sanit-Air, Connie also serves as president of ECS, which stands for Environmental Compliance Solutions. ECS is an environmental and safety assessment company that is fast becoming a leader in helping healthcare facilities, commercial office buildings, manufacturing plants, and research institutions.
With environmental compliance solutions, we're focusing on hazardous waste issues, infectious waste issues, and safety in industries, hospitals, and laboratories. When
called upon, Connie and the ECS team sets out on a building health check. This is a systematic environmental assessment of a company's operation, along with a thorough examination of its waste management program. The result of this building health check is a report that highlights problem areas and provides cost-effective suggestions that could save the company thousands of dollars.
We like to work with the facility personnel to find solutions. We don't just give recommendations that look good on paper. We like to work with them to implement them.
Connie Moorbach has made it her business to help homes and companies maintain a healthy and productive environment. Through Sanit-Air and environmental compliance solutions, Connie and her team are cleaning up on the competition.